self-awareness. That's funny, right? The self-awareness part.
I'll laugh at you, bro.
Yeah, okay. So, like, I'm a first timer here today, too. Where were my other first timers? I want to see you. Yeah, okay. So, like, but you get to sit down and be a little bit more comfortable. You know, I'm up here speaking in front of a new crew. Nervous, but it's okay, because we got this table right up front, the first timer. And we got this guy wearing the East Denver shirt.
That's right.
I'm from Denver.
Oh,
you're cool.
Thanks, bro.
You just went this year, right?
I did. Yeah, this was out of this year's. Yeah, look, it says 2022.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Who else has been to any Ethereum events? Anyone? Which one? Same one?
No, 4 years ago.
Oh, cool. Cool. I think my first one was like, I don't know, it was a gray shirt. The design was way worse. I think it was like 5. It was the first one. It was at the castle. I think they did it at the castle.
Yeah, they did it at the castle.
Yeah.
But like several other places.
Yeah, it's really turned into a party with much better shirts.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like, you know how it is when you throw your first crypto event, you've got the shirts, and it's like kind of, the design has grown, which is awesome. So anyway, I'd like to get to know you guys a little bit better, and then maybe we can like divide you guys in like who's into NFTs, who's into DeFi, who's into just buying Bitcoin on Coinbase. Can I see who's into NFTs? Who's most interested in that? Okay. I know Mark is. Don't hesitate. Okay. How about DeFi? Who was staking on Avalanche and got wrecked? Anyone? Only me? You got wrecked too?
Oh, I don't trust it.
Yeah. Now we know. Learned that one the hard way. And who's just buying coins, tokens on Coinbase? What do you guys use? Coinbase, Binance?
Thanks to
Yep. Cool. Cool, guys. Well, my name is Matt Handshaking Holmes because I love shaking hands, and that's all you need to remember about me. I was mining Dogecoin in 2013, but I stopped after a while, like 2 months. I stopped mining Dogecoin after 2 months. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Is I'm going to give you 3 mistakes that I made, so you don't have to make them, and then I'm going to tell you your best friend in crypto, the one thing that's going to save you after you get wrecked and wrecked and wrecked. I'm going to give you that one secret. So yeah, the first thing was Dogecoin. I actually checked on the internet, but on the way here today, we're up in Playa for a month, but I don't know if we should go back there after this. This is kind of a good vibe here, pretty outside on the sand. But Dogecoin, on the car right up here, Dogecoin was worth 0.02 Mexico pesos in 2013. And I made this investment. My buddy's like, dude, you gotta mine this meme coin. It's all about this. You gotta get this open box laptop. I ordered all these different pieces to this computer with the power source and the 512 gigabytes, and we downloaded this, whatever a wallet was in 2013. Now it's pretty easy to get a wallet. We trust that stuff now, but it was pretty weird back then. I mean, it was like installed on this desktop with this pirated version of Windows 10. And anyway, I mined Dogecoin for 2 months, which was not exciting because Dogecoin was worth 0.02 Mexico pesos back then. And then I went back to that computer and checked the Dogecoin, and it turns out the computer had definitely paid for itself, and a little bit more. And if I would have, I bought my first house back in 2010 and just sold it a few months ago, and those 12 years of gains in real estate were less than how much Dogecoin I would have had if I just stuck with mining Dogecoin on this just one little computer, not a big mining facility, just this one little computer. That would have been worth more than the proceeds of this house that was owned for 12 years. So that's mistake number 1, is if you're gonna do something, stick with it. Don't be like me and get uninterested in it after 2 months. If you're gonna try something, stick with it. Give it 6 months, 12 months, or I guess 10 years. And that would be a mistake I won't make again. You get into something now, get into it and stick with it. So that was the funniest. Like 2013, who here got into crypto before 2020? Before 2020. How about when was the first Bitcoin bubble? 2017?
No,
17 December?
No, the first bubble actually it was in 2013 when it went from $100 to 1,200.
Yeah, the first bubble.
Yeah.
The bubble that's the first little bubble.
The first bubble.
So was anyone into crypto back then?
by year.
By year. Yeah. And how about the second big notable bubble? That was, which we think was around 2017. I should
It
know
was
this one.
December 14, 2017.
Yeah, December 2017. 14. I remember that. That's when we all bought the 8 coin at the peak, right? Where's that financial advice? I'm going to do that later today. I can always plan to. Yeah. Yeah, so cool. So we got a couple OGs here.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll move on to the second mistake since we started late today. So, does anyone here use Blockfi? No one. One. A couple shy people. So, you know, this is the second mistake I made. Before I sold that house, I needed a little bit of money to make the house better before I sold it, and, you know, follow through with the decision to get out of real estate and move into the monkeyverse, the metaverse. And I needed some money, so I went with the Blockfi collateral loan, where you send them your Bitcoin, and they hold that as collateral, and then you make interest payments on it, and your Bitcoin can go up and down. If it goes too low, they'll sell your Bitcoin. Or you have 72 hours to send them more Bitcoin, which is not what I needed, because I was using this loan to fix this house and try to prepare it for sale, and to be honest, I was over leveraged. That's mistake number 2. If you're getting over leveraged, you should not gamble more than you could. I thought, I didn't read the terms and conditions of this loan, that you might need to send them more Bitcoin when it dips. Now, it makes sense, right? It always makes sense later, but don't get over leveraged. The money you put into your crypto should be something you don't need to touch ever until you want to make a gain. So, learn that from me, but hey, that's one reason I kind of moved away from real estate, is they're huge assets with loans, and they're not flexible, and we all know the Dogecoin's where it's at compared to real estate investments. So yeah, eventually I was trying to fix this house, but then I had this loan that needed more Bitcoin. So you can see that wasn't a pleasant situation, and whenever you need to sell off other assets, that's when you take your losses, because you got to liquidate your other investments. You're not waiting for them to go up to gains. You know, too bad I didn't have those 5 years of Dogecoin to pull from. Those would have been gains at that point. So yeah, mistake number 2, don't get over leveraged. Put your money where you can put it and not think about needing it for years and years and decades and centuries, until we have like blockchain wheels. So let's see, what do I got next? The third mistake. Any other volunteer mistakes? Anyone else want to share a crypto mistake?
Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy.
That's the most important.
Yeah.
That's the most common mistake.
That's a great mistake to avoid, is not getting too greedy. That's always when we lose our butt. We see this project, it's going to 10x. You send your money, boom. I think that happened with the Snow Dog DeFi rug pull on the Avalanche blockchain just last year. Let's play an experiment, they said. Move your money here, and we're going to do this and burn this, and it was all about the money. It really pulled out the greed in people. I think the flip side of greed is kind of fear. Is don't let fear control your decisions either, just like greed. Because then that's when you sell at the bottom, because you're so scared you think it's going to keep going, but you got to kind of lean in and buy at whatever the bottom is. Because, you know, whenever I buy a coin nowadays, it goes to the bottom. And then I buy some more, and then the second dip comes, and you buy some more at the bottom. Full degen. Well, I think that's kind of an interesting mistake here with my third mistake, because I have this problem where whenever I have a successful investment, I sell it too soon. I make a little bit. Hey, it's more than a 20% return, a 50% return. That's a dream in real estate where I come from, but with crypto, you know, I met someone who bought a Bored Ape and sold it way too soon. That was before the DecentralCon conference in Miami. Was anyone at that conference? DecentralCon, that was pretty cool. They're gonna have another one coming up in Austin. But first we're coming to this one next weekend. And then we'll think about that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my last mistake is, and I don't really know the solution on how to fix this mistake that I keep making, is selling too soon. You know, you can't be mad about profit. Don't let greed. You got to just be thankful if you make a return. But how do you know when you should hold that 8, even when it's a 10x? Should you hold it to 100x? How do you know? I don't know the answer to that one. So anyway, those are 3 mistakes I wanted to share with you guys that I learned the hard way. A little bit more about me. I came from real estate, and I have a Web 1.0 company, I'd call it. My full-time gig is we've got a lead generation company. We own 100 plus websites that generate quote. They help customers get quotes, and then we make money by selling those quotes, selling those quotes to people who can get them, kind of like Home Advisor or Yelp. But it's Web 1.0. It pays the bills. Kind of like some other people I was talking to here. Any extra money I've kind of been putting into the ecosystem. So it's there. Some of it's up, some of it's down. And yeah, really excited to connect with all you guys and hope to hear about your mistakes so I can also learn from you guys as well. So let's see what I'm working on now. What the last thing? So I have this Web 1.0 company. The goal to get out of Web 1.0. Who else is in Web 1.0? Like does website stuff, social media stuff? Anyone? Freelancers? Yep. Yeah, we got a couple. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to like be full time in Web3? Like that's my goal. You know, I have this like DAO project, but like I need to figure out how to connect the MetaMask button to like actually connect with your wallet and get that. But I have this idea, this DAO. I actually was inspired by a project called the Tweet DAO, which is this project that had no marketing budget and it just took off. It was 1,000 eggs. You buy an egg NFT and that allows you to publish one tweet per day on this shared Twitter account called the Tweet DAO. You've heard of that one? Anyone else hear about that one? The Tweet DAO. Yeah, pretty crazy project. But I was like, that's a cool idea. We should do something like that on YouTube or on, you know, or for podcasts. It would be something cool to do that, not just text-based, but also audio and video-based. So I've got a little project. I'm looking for lots of feedback on that. We haven't launched or anything yet, but excited to chat with you guys afterwards. And if you have any other mistakes you want to share, you know, I guess we can hop over to questions or any other questions or mistakes that you guys want to share before I turn it back to Emmanuel. Any questions or mistakes you guys want to share?
Don't get trapped into FOMO. That's another thing.
Trapped into funnels.
FOMO.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
Fear of
FOMO.
missing out.
Oh gosh.
That's one of the things that I learned back in the day.
Yeah.
So everybody's talking about the new coin, and then you jump on board, and then you lose the money.
That's so true. Yeah. That brings up another point. I was reading this long Twitter thread about how influencers are not your friend, right?
Yes, that's totally
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, and actually, we can't forget that the one thing that's going to lead to your success in crypto, right? We can't forget. There's your mistakes, but what about the one success? The one success that's going to lead to your success in crypto is when you start putting the value back into human relationships. And you network with people around you that are doing the NFT projects, that are launching the coins, that are organizing ETH Denver. That's how you get the real alpha and intelligence. It's one thing to follow an influencer online and FOMO into something, but they don't have any liability to you when you lose your investment. But if you put the value in relationships and you take a moment to care about who you're networking with, who you're spending your time with in person, that's the one secret that's going to help you know what to invest in and what to not FOMO into with crypto, is putting the emphasis back on human relationships and who you can meet at events just like these. So that's the last piece of advice I'd share with you. You know, everyone who I've met in the crypto space and followed along their projects, you get the truth. What you see on the internet, it's not always the truth. You can't always trust it.
It's like 1/4 of the truth.
Yeah.
Pretty much 85% is bullshit.
Yeah.
So I have one advice for everybody.
Yeah.
Is don't get trapped into the new coin. Just purchase Bitcoin. Just go ahead and buy Satoshis every freaking day or every other day or every month. Because the Satoshis will worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
I remember back in 2016 when I was talking to my community and I told them that Bitcoin will reach not just because, huh? Oh.
That's too much for me to repeat.
Yeah, thank you. No,
Sure.
I'm just saying that don't get trapped into the new coin because that's beautiful when you buy a new project and such. But new projects are like very risky. I like to take risks, but if you want to be for sure in crypto, just know Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a king, and it will be. Despite the new NFTs or whatever, Bitcoin is the king.
Bitcoin is down.
Bitcoin is beautiful because right now Bitcoin is not down. Bitcoin is corrected. It has a market correction, which is beautiful because new investors can come in. If you start buying Satoshi at a lower point, like right now, when it reaches the higher high, which is 69,000, and it goes beyond, I remember back in 2016, people told me that I was crazy because I tell everybody, please buy Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin because it will reach above 10,000. Because I saw the wave since 2009, and it never dipped below the lower low. It's always going up. So the thing is, on my best advice for you guys is just purchase Satoshis. If you don't have the entire money to purchase Bitcoin, the entire Bitcoin, which is what, 39,000 right now, just purchase Satoshis because it will make you, or it will lead you to freedom. I'm an adopter since 2015. And I purchased Bitcoin since it was $432. People thought that I was crazy because, like, we are crazy. But people thought that I was crazy because Bitcoin went down really heavy from 1,200 to like $90 or something. So it went down more than 90%. So when I purchased Bitcoin at 400, people thought that I was crazy. And I still have those Bitcoins since 2015.
Nice. That's called full DJ. And absolutely financial advice. Does everyone know what Satoshis are? It took me a while. In fact, I'm still not totally clear. It's 0.0001 Bitcoin?
What?
One Satoshi is worth?
No, it's one Bitcoin is 100 million.
100 million Satoshis, yeah.
0.0000001.
So there is your financial advice. Start with the Bitcoin. Buy it when it's down. Especially when it's down, that's good news.
That's beautiful.
That's not bad news, that's good news. It's a Bitcoin sale right now. Yes?
Can you buy fractional bits of Bitcoin on Coinbase, or is it a different?
Yes.
As low as $10.
Yeah, I think different exchanges are different. Maybe some of them will limit it to whatever the equivalent of $10 is or so, or 25.
A lot of times here I hear people say, "Dog, do Coinbase." What do you buy?
I have like all of the things, but Coinbase is what I use to get money into the ecosystem. I'm more of like a weekly drip guy, not a wire transfer one time sender. But I think I've heard that what is the cheapest way to get money into the ecosystem nowadays? I know crypto.com has a 0% promo for the first 30 days. Bitstamp is good for
peer in a group like this.
Yeah.
Peer to peer, the best way to do it.
Peer to
You
peer.
can stay
Way better.
Yeah.
Stay out there.
Yep.
You can want the best.
Yeah. How does peer-to-peer work?
You got individually, yeah, you're like here at an event where somebody might want to sell to get some pesos to go buy some whatever.
Yeah.
So then you can do it.
You can do local Bitcoin.
Yeah,
as well.
I'd like to get more into that as well. So. Yeah.
Social network.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe time for one more. Did I see something back here?
DCA with everything. DCA in, DCA out. Don't just go all.
DCA.
Yeah.
Yes. Dollar cost average. Yeah, like more of a weekly drip guy. It's scary to move it all at one point. Don't FOMO in. That goes to.
Even coming out.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
on the rise. That's how you just don't miss
Oh,
on that.
gosh, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. When I sell too early, I'll just sell, okay, 75, 90% of it. And keep the rest later. But I like your strategy of just dripping it over time. Okay, cool. Well, any last comments? Or yes, one more.
Yeah, what is your feeling towards XRP Ripple?
My feeling on XRP, I can't say that's one of the coins I'm super studious enough. I'm more on like the Solano. I've lost interest in AVAX. I've been taking another renewed deep dive into ETH, but I can't say I have a strong opinion on Ripple. All I know is, coming from the US, they got a little bit of trouble there, and I think however that unfolds is going to be an important day to know and watch the news. But which way, how to leverage yourself, I'm not sure. That's a good question though. Yeah, there's some concerns with Ripple, and there's probably some opportunity as well. So, okay, well, I think I'll give it back to Emmanuel. If he's, okay. Cool, well, thank you guys very much. Looking forward to chatting. Thanks, bro.
That was way better than mine. Give it up for Matt. That was awesome.